my sweet home. I just had to turn back home right there and then, and try to start a new life with the mother of my child. I couldn't bear to hear those words again. She died and said, Daddy, don't you walk so fast. My daughter cried, Daddy, don't you walk so fast. Daddy, slow down, 'cause you're making me run. Daddy, don't you walk so fast. Daddy, don't you walk so fast.
As Wayne Newton at WLS, Lair, Lujack, 648. Traffic still shut down on the outbound Calumet between 111th and 115th because of the collision between two trucks, which tipped over at 115th. And it's going to take another half an hour or so to clear it up. 52 degrees in the loop. High today, 64.
Doctors see a lot more pain than we do, and they know what will help. For headache pain, there is one pain reliever they prefer over all others. And Anacin contains more of this one pain reliever than any other leading tablet. So it's not surprising that in a survey, twice as many doctors responding preferred the Anacin formula over the other leading extra-strength tablet. Next time you have a headache, take Anacin for fast pain relief.
When hemorrhoidal tissues become infected and inflamed, it can be very painful. But several leading doctors found in many cases, Preparation H gives prompt, temporary relief from pain in hemorrhoidal tissues. At the same time, Preparation H actually helps shrink swelling of hemorrhoidal tissues caused by infection. And Preparation H acts so gently. It's so soothing. Doctor-tested Preparation H. There's no other formula like it. Ointment or suppositories. Preparation H.
Follow the most fashionable women you see, and chances are you'll find yourself at the Helena Rubinstein counter in your Osco drugstore. There you'll receive a fabulous beauty bonus, a chic see-through tote that holds an elegant compact plus famous La lipstick in a matching gold-trimmed case. It's yours free when you buy any of 10 Helena Rubinstein beauty makers, and the total purchase is at least $4. So come to the Helena Rubinstein counter at your Osco drugstore now for your free gift beauty tote.
TWA introduces the first sane, sensible way to fly to New York or Newark. TWA's new Ambassador Express. If you can't get your ticket in advance, now you can buy it right at the departure gate. You hate waiting for your bags? You can bring even a full-size bag right on board. TWA has luggage compartments on many Ambassador Express flights already, and by midsummer, all our flights to New York and Newark will have them. On the planes, the interiors are completely refurnished. In coach, if we're not full, you'll find TWA's new twin seat. And on meal flights, you have a choice, a full meal or a light snack. TWA has also set up its flight schedule so you'll be able to catch convenient flights out and back the same day. TWA's new Ambassador Express. It's what businessmen have always wanted and deserved from a flight to New York or Newark.
TWA's got 15 non-stops every business day to LaGuardia, plus 5 new non-stops to Newark. All flights leave 15 minutes before the hour. That's 15 minutes before the crowd. Laurie Lujack giving away some more Stones albums next hour at WLS, 9 minutes before 7 o'clock.
Son, beware. There's this thing called love, and it's everywhere. She told me it can break your heart and put you in misery. Since I met this little woman, I feel it's happened to me, and I'm telling you, it's too late to turn back now. I believe I'm falling in love. Too late to turn back now. I believe I'm falling in love. I found I must be phoning her at least 10 times a day. You know, it's so unusual for me to carry on this way. I tell you, I can't sleep at night. I won't be the whole time. I tried so hard to let myself that this feeling just can't be right. And I'm telling you, it's too late to turn back now. I believe I'm falling in love. It's too late to turn back now. I believe I'm falling in love. It's too late to turn back, baby. I believe it's too late, baby. I wouldn't mind it if I knew she really loved me too. But I'd hate to think that I'm in love alone and nothing that I can do. Oh, it's too late to turn back now. I believe.
WLS News. The Gil Gross Report.
Police Superintendent Conless faces another long day today. Yesterday it was reported 5 of his men were hired murderers for a narcotics ring. A sergeant was found guilty in court of shaking down tavern owners, and then Conless had to face a hostile audience in the Wentworth and Englewood Community Relations Workshop.
I think it's simply a pacifier. I think because the downtown authorities who make policy down there, they have already did what they wanted to do, and this is just a pacifier, like you give a baby something to suck on.
Ernest Strozier, one of the audience last night's workshop, members of the Afro-American Patrolmen's League brought bullhorns and shouted down Conless and Deputy Superintendent Nolan when the audience did not get answers they liked to their questions. 61 people arrested at yesterday's Rolling Stones concerts in Chicago, but almost all were later released. And that's the Chicago Report. I'm Gil Gross, WLS News.
This is news from American Contemporary Radio. I'm Bill Larson in New York. Some win, some lose. Details on that story in 60 seconds.
Bill Hamilton, Wethead. Bill Hamilton, the Dryler.
Oh.
Len McCarran, Wethead.
Oh, Len.
Len McCarran, the Dryler.
Oh, Len.
Ron Penn.
You can see here the difference the Dry Look aerosol hair control can make. The Wethead is dead, and the Dry Look from Gillette did it. Number 1 aerosol for men.
Wethead.
Weird.
Al Carlson, the Dryler.
Wow.
The Dry Look from Gillette.
Well, the thing after shading can make you wanna cry. No, it can. So when you spray on it, that perspiration, make it soft and dry.
Soft and Dry from Gillette helps keep you dry, but for most girls, never stings, even after shaving. Soft and Dry, regular or unscented.
With soft and dry, baby, you won't feel a thing.
George McGovern won big in New York's presidential primary yesterday as some big-name candidates lost in congressional races. Congresswoman Bella Abzug lost out to Congressman William Ryan in the Democratic nomination for Congress. ABC's Bob Miller was with Bella Abzug last night as she told her supporters,
"From the beginning, we had to fight that double standard which was applied against me. Not just because I'm a woman, although I believe that was a subconscious reason, but because I am a woman who was really out to shake up the establishment."
Bella Abzug ran against Ryan when she lost her own district due to reapportionment. This is Elizabeth Holtzman of Brooklyn, upset Emanuel Seller in the Democratic primary for Congress. Seller is 84 and has been in Congress since 1922. Seller will now go into the elections in November as a liberal candidate. Unofficial return showed George McGovern with at least 220 of New York's 248 delegates to the Democratic convention. ABC News was at the Biltmore Hotel here in New York last night as McGovern told his supporters,
"I'm convinced now that we will win the nomination in Miami Beach. I'm convinced that we're going to restore the Democratic Party to its rightful position as a party of the people the party upholds.
And McGovern says he's now one step closer to getting the Democratic nomination on the first ballot. McGovern needs about 200 more delegates to get that first ballot win in Miami. In Indianapolis yesterday, the Democratic State Convention threw 5 delegates to McGovern, even though McGovern didn't enter the race in Indiana. In Indianapolis, ABC's Sam Donaldson asked Hubert Humphrey if he thinks that was fair.
No, not a bit. He wasn't in this primary. Didn't deserve one of them.
Humphrey got 6 of the Indiana delegates. 5 went to George Wallace. Muskie got 1, and 2 are uncommitted. In Miami Beach, a Yippee spokesman says he's getting inquiries about campsites from a lot of delegates to the Democratic Convention. Jeff Nightberg says most of the inquiries are from young delegates committed to George McGovern. Meeting in San Francisco, the American Medical Association recommends making possession of small amounts of marijuana a misdemeanor. Dr. William Quinn of Los Angeles drafted the AMA resolution on pot. Quinn was asked what he thinks of marijuana.
It's like comparing it to alcohol. You might say we've got it, but nobody thinks that the 9 million alcoholics we have are any bargain. And I think if we have one headache, we shouldn't ask for another headache.
And Quinn says the AMA resolution on pot was slightly watered down from a recommendation of the AMA's Board of Trustees. In San Francisco, a Navy doctor tells the AMA heart disease is killing many young men without advance warning. Dr. Carl Pepin says 30% of the Navy men under 40 who die of natural causes are victims of heart attacks. In Primus, New Jersey, a group of dentists will start checking their patients for high blood pressure to detect early symptoms of heart disease. The man who founded Howard Johnson's restaurants died here in New York yesterday. Howard Johnson was 75. ABC's Jim Bennett in Saigon says fighting is light today in Vietnam.
When hemorrhoidal tissues become infected and inflamed, it can be very painful. But several leading doctors found in many cases Preparation H gives prompt, temporary relief from pain in hemorrhoidal tissues. At the same time, Preparation H actually helps shrink swelling of hemorrhoidal tissues caused by infection. And Preparation H acts so gently. It's so soothing. Doctor-tested Preparation H. There's no other formula like it. Ointment or suppositories. Preparation H.
This contemporary report, a service of ABC News on WLS Chicago.
Hi, Gary Moore here to tell you how to get 50 gallons of gasoline free. You just see your participating Standard Oil dealer. You get his best deal on new Atlas passenger tires. Then on top of that, Standard will give you 50 free gallons of gasoline when you buy 4 new Atlas tires. 25 gallons with 2. So, you get top quality to give you peace of mind, you get free gasoline to save you a nice piece of change, and that's what I call a real good deal.
WLS weather, cloudy and cool this morning, sunny by afternoon, fair and quite cool tonight, sunny and a little warmer tomorrow. The high today 64, the low tonight 47, and the high tomorrow 68. Chicago temperatures, north 57, south 53, west 52, and the loop 53 degrees at 7 o'clock.
WLS Chicago.
All right, everybody, gather around. The Candy Man is here. Now, what kind of candy you want? Sweet chocolate, chocolate malted candy, gumdrops, anything you want. You've come to the right man because I'm the Candy Man. Woo! Who can take a sunrise, sprinkle it with you, cover it with chocolate and a miracle or two. The Candy Man. Oh, the Candy Man can. The Candy Man can, cause he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good. Who can take a rainbow? Wrap it in a sigh. Soak it in the sun and make a groovy lemon pie. The Candy Man. The Candy Man can. The Candy Man can, cause he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good. Now you talk about your childhood wishes. You can even eat the dishes. Oh, who can take tomorrow? Dip it in a dream. Separate the sorrow and collect up all the cream. The Candy Man. Oh, the Candy Man can.
The candy man can, 'cause he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good. Talk about your childhood wishes. You can even eat the dishes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Who can make tomorrow? If it in a dream, separate the sorrow and collect the ball of cream. The candy man. The candy man can. The candy man can, 'cause he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good. Yes, the candy man can, 'cause he mixes it with love and makes the world taste good. A candy man, a candy man, a candy man, a candy man.
From the Rock of Chicago, the Larry Lujack Show.
WLS Chicago.
7:03 in the Windy City at WLS. Giving away some more Stones albums in about 10 minutes.
Day by day, day by day. Oh, dear Lord, three things I pray. To see thee more dearly, love thee more dearly, follow thee more nearly, day by day, day by day, day by day. Oh, dear Lord, things I pray. To see thee more dearly, love thee more dearly, follow thee more nearly, day by day, day by day. Oh, dear Lord, three things I pray. To see thee more dearly, love thee more dearly, follow thee more nearly, day by day, day by day. Follow thee more dearly, day by day, day by day by day by day.
That's from the Godspell album. WLS Day by Day. Larry Lujack, 7:06.
I am one of the most powerful political forces in America. I am the composite ethnic voter.
I am the black vote.
I am the Latin American vote.
I am the Jewish vote.
I am the Italian and Polish and Irish
And
vote.
if you really want to discover the extent of ethnic bloc voting power,
We recommend the new Chicago Today series dealing with
how I can swing the presidential election to the candidate I'm not voting for.
How I can win 3 of the largest states for the man of my choice, but probably won't.
how I can break away from the party I usually vote for and lose the election for them.
How the major parties may be planning to win over my split vote.
How I can use my power to make demands at the Democratic Convention.
And more.
And more.
Read The Ethnic Voter in Chicago Today.
Lea el votante étnico in el Chicago Today.
Icon Chicago Today.
Agaetcha, Chicago Today.
Chicago Today.
Traffic this morning outbound Kennedy's got a stall at Ashland. Outbound Calumet is still closed this morning from 111th to 115th because of the two-truck crash about an hour and a half ago, and both trucks tipped over. And inbound Calumet is kind of dragging between 130th and 115th because of the spectators on their way in.
Hello, buddy. Look, I'm putting out a contract on Mo Schultz. I want you to get him. I want you to get his head. I want you to get his heart. I want you to rip off his arms. I want you to get his legs, tear him asunder. I want him hit. You understand me, buddy? Hit. Any place. I don't care. Just hit him good and hit him hard. What? This is Circle 4 on...
Hi, Dick Buck on American Grandstand. You just heard a cut from everything you always wanted to know about The Godfather, but don't ask on Columbia Records. We're playing Is It a Hit or a Miss? Okay, Primrose Potter over there. Is it a hit or a miss?
Well, I think it's funny, but I don't know if people will buy it.
Okay, Primrose, now meet the star of the album, Mr. Godfather.
Buenos Aires, Primrose.
Well, what do you think of the decision?
Well, if it's a hit, there'll be a miss. And Primrose, if it's a miss, there'll be a hit.
Do I have time to change my verdict, Dick?
Available wherever Columbia Records and tapes are sold. Buy it or else.
Windy City weather.
Very cloudy and cool this morning. Sunny by afternoon. Fair and quite cool tonight. Sunny, a little warmer tomorrow. High today 64. Overnight low 47. Tomorrow's high 68. In the suburbs, north 57, south 53, west 52. The wind is north at 12 miles per hour. Radar indicates only a 10% chance of rain today. 0 tonight and tomorrow. Humidity is 69%. And here in the Loop, it's 53 degrees at WLS. Reminding you to make sure that your car will be there when you get back. Make sure you lock the doors, take the keys with you, says the National Association of Mutual Insurance Companies.
Mary Lujack, Silver Job, WLS.
9 minutes at 7 o'clock.
Sylvia's mother says Sylvia's busy, too busy to come to the phone. Sylvia's mother says Sylvia's trying to start a new life of her own. Sylvia's mother says Sylvia's happy, so why don't you leave us alone? And the operator says 40 cents more for the next 3 minutes, please. Mrs. Avery, I just gotta talk to her. I'll only keep her a while. Please, Mrs. Avery, I just wanna tell her goodbye. Sylvia's mother says Sylvia's packing. She's gonna be leaving today. Sylvia's mother says Sylvia's marrying a fella down Galveston Way. Sylvia's mother says, please don't say nothing to make her start crying and stay. And the operator says 40 cents more for the next 3 minutes, please. Mrs. Avery, I just gotta talk to her. I'll only keep her a while. Please, Mrs. Avery, I just wanna tell her goodbye. catching the 9 o'clock train. Sylvia's mother says, take your umbrella, 'cause Sylvia, it's starting to rain. And Sylvia's mother says, thank you for calling, and sir, won't you call back again? And the operator says 40 cents more for the next 3 minutes. Please, Mrs. Avery, I just gotta talk to her. I'll only keep her a while. Please, Mrs. Avery, I just wanna talk.
Sylvia's mother, 713, Larry Lujack in Chicago, WLS.
I think the younger market now is more selective in consuming.
A group of engineering students at a Midwestern university discussed quality products and guarantees.
As far as guarantees go, I feel that the manufacturer has to make it easy for the consumer to take advantage of the warranty.
It takes courage to back your products, but that's what we've done at American Motors with our American Motors Buyer Protection Plan. And it's working.
To get a chance.
We want to prove that quality is the basic goal in the manufacture of every car we make. Our little Gremlin, the young people's choice, is a prime example of what we mean. The American Motors dealers are so confident of Gremlin's quality that they are offering it with the finest backing you can find in our industry, and at prices totally in tune with younger budgets. Now is the time to discover Gremlin quality and the promise that backs it. At American Motors, if we couldn't build them better, we wouldn't back them better.
Here's a way to feel refreshed anytime, any place.
Refresh your taste. Chew Wrigley Spearmint Gum. Refresh your taste. For flavor, it's the one. The flavor is fresh and lively too. It cools your mouth, it's great to chew. Refresh your taste. Chew Wrigley Spearmint Gum.
Refresh your taste with Wrigley Spearmint in the handy dime pack. Same top quality, only more full-size sticks. Wrigley Spearmint Gum in the handy dime pack. Carry it with you.
Delicious and long-lasting too. Enjoy it daily, millions do. Refresh your taste. Chew Wrigley Spearmint Gum.
Top quality, full-size sticks. Wrigley Spearmint Gum in the handy dime pack.
15 minutes past 7. If your telephone number begins with 242-695 or 349, call WLS now. The third caller at 591-7240 gets a 10-stone album set plus a copy of the illustrated biography Rolling Stones, 591-7240. Now, if you're calling long distance, do not call... What's wrong? Stupid record won't work. Well, I was about to say, if you're calling long distance, don't call collect. Somebody tried that yesterday. Some of you people really have guts. Some of you people make me sick. The engineer is making me sick. Big time radio station, folks. Dig it. WLS and Larry Lujack, 717. The first call was from the program director wanting to know what the bleep's going on here.
Aren't you glad you live in this modern age when health problems can be openly and intelligently discussed? When you can benefit by scientific advice you can trust? For example, take this painful private ailment.
Doctors report an exclusive medication, Preparation H, gives prompt temporary relief in many cases from pain of hemorrhoidal tissues. And Preparation H actually helps shrink swelling of hemorrhoidal tissues caused by inflammation and edema. Tests by a specialist in New York City, a proctologist in Washington, D.C., and by a surgeon at a Midwest medical center showed this to be true in many cases.
And as Preparation H gives prompt temporary relief in many cases from pain of hemorrhoidal tissues, it helps reduce the swelling of hemorrhoidal tissues caused by infection. It acts so gently, and it's so soothing.
There's never been a formula like Preparation H. It comes in ointment or suppositories.
Remember, get doctor-tested Preparation H.
Now, warm weather brings on big thirst, and big thirst call for a lot of Dr. Pepper. Next time you shop, pick up several 8-pack cartons of Dr. Pepper's returnable 16-ounce bottles. If you run out of anything this weekend, don't let it be the Dr. Pepper. Sandy Cox of Elgin gets herself a 10-stone album set plus a copy of the